Hi, and welcome to my first non-realistic roleplay video. Yeah, it's my very first video that isn't really like scripted, so I thought that it would be perfect for me to answer some questions so you can get to know me a little bit better. And I have 30 questions, and the first ones are more SSO themed, and then we have some questions that are more about me in real life. And I thought that I would be leveling up Copper here as I answer the questions. And I need to care for Copper so he can gallop. When I bought Copper, I got these flowers, and I don't know what I feel about them now that I'm actually riding him. But I think I'll keep them and see. If I don't like them, I will change it, but otherwise I will probably keep them. Okay, the first question is, when did you start playing SSO? I started playing 6th of October 2013, so really soon it will be 12 years since I started, and it wasn't on this account actually. But I still have my very first account, which I'm so happy about. But yeah, October 2013. Which server are you on? This account, which is my main account, Unistar Watcher, is on the Swedish server Airstar, and that's where I'm the most active right now. Next question is, do you have any other accounts? I have a lot of other accounts, especially when I was a child. I made a whole bunch of accounts, and I think I still have like 10 maybe, which is quite a lot. I am definitely not active on them every day or every month, or yeah. I usually log on to get like the Christmas gifts or writing codes for star coins, etc. But yes, I do have a few other accounts. How many horses do you have? Yeah, on this account I have 357, which it's a lot, I know, but I've had this account since 2015, so I don't think it's that bad. I mean, I have been lifetime since then too, so the star coins have accumulated over the years, and I've had plenty of time to buy all these horses. Where is your home stable? So, my home stable is here at the vineyard, and I think that when I started this account, Uni, I have always had my home stable here. I just love it. It feels like it's just so nice here, and it feels clean, and since the update it's so very beautiful. Yeah, I really like it here, and I feel like it's close to most stuff I need in my star stable life. And of course we have a trailer here, which is very good. Okay. Next question. What is your favorite thing to do in SSO? As you can see, I have done all the quests, and I have built my reputation with every fraction possible, even if you don't really have like quests with them, just because I like to do that. So I don't really have much going on, like from what the game's like gives me, like prompts me to do like a quest. So I have to find my own fun, and mostly it's training horses, which I do find fun because it keeps me occupied and entertained, and it also gives me shillings, and I'm a sucker for shillings, not gonna lie. I'm that kind of player that would never buy clothing for star coins if it wasn't like a limited edition thing and I didn't really have time to grind for shillings. Yeah. So it's very nice to build both the horses level and my shillings. Okay, I need to concentrate and just finish this before I read the next question. Yes, first try everyone. That isn't every day. If you know, you know, with the Star Stable Dressage. Okay, next question. Do you usually go for English or Western tack? I always use English tack. I mean, 99.9% of the time. I'm not really into... Ooh. Hello, Copper. I'm not really into Western stuff at all, actually. I haven't ridden it or anything in real life either, so I don't really have a connection to it. And I feel like, for me, English just feels more right to use for my character and my playstyle. Next question. What's your favorite horse breed? Okay, this is such a hard question to answer. I don't think I can limit to only one. So, the breeds that are coming up are the Dutch Warmbloods, and I really love them. I love the colors and everything. I also really love the Hanoverians, Salifrancaise. The new Frisians are just amazing. I also love the Arabians. Gotland ponies, Welsh ponies. Even though I feel like our character is a little big to ride them, so it looks a little bit off, at least to me. They are so stinking cute. I think I own almost all of those two pony breeds actually. But like this Jorvik Mountain-horse, this is my first Jorvik Mountain-horse, and as you saw from the beginning, I haven't ridden this horse. But for now, I like it. So maybe this will be one of those horses that are climbing the ladder of favoritism in the Star Watcher stable. Let's see. Next question is, what's your favorite area in SSO? That's also kind of tough to answer, but I would say that this general area is probably where I spend most of my time, or maybe Hollowoods with all the light stuff. But I do most of my training here, do most of my things here, I would say. And now that it's autumn, I try to go here as well, because it's very autumny and I love it. But I would say Silverglade, main Silverglade area around here would be my favorite. It's also the places that are most nostalgic to me. Okay, next question is, do you have any brothers? I do have a little brother. Do you have any sisters? No. I have one sibling and it's my little brother. Do you speak... Oh, it's not... Oh, I almost missed that checkpoint because I was reading the question. Okay, sorry. Do you speak any other languages? So, I think y'all have guessed it already, but I'm Swedish, so I obviously speak fluent Swedish. And as you can hear, I speak English. I have done both Spanish and German in school, but I would not say that I know those languages at all. like Spanish more because I did like 4 or 5 years, I think, and now I barely remember anything. But German I only did 1 year. Even though that's like a little bit more Swedish sounding, if you know what I mean. It's a little bit easier to like make out words and sentences than just Spanish. But I still think I know more Spanish than German. What's the weirdest thing you eat? Okay, this is kind of a hard question. But I feel like a weird thing that's probably not as common in the rest of the world is like crayfish. I love crayfish and shrimp and crab and stuff like that. Every August in Sweden, at least, we have like an annual crayfish holiday. I don't know if it's a holiday, but we like meet up with friends and family and eat crayfish and yeah, have a great time. So I think not many people really outside of Sweden maybe eats that, so I guess that would count as a weird thing I eat. Where were you born? I was born in Sweden. What's your favorite hobby? I would say that gaming is my all-time favorite hobby. I sometimes how do I say this? I sometimes have like dips in my startable. Like I have a gaming slump, if you will. I had that this spring, but it was because life was extremely busy and I didn't feel like Starstable was a priority then. So yeah, gaming is my favorite hobby. Next question is... Okay, I have to jump these first. What's your favorite subject in school? So, I don't go to school because I'm an adult. Or, I do take one course, but it's not like school, like high school or anything like that. But when I did go to school, I would say that my favorite subjects were like the natural sciences. Physics and chemistry was definitely my favorites, and I'm actually studying a physics course right now. Next question is, how old are you? I am 24 years old. Hooray. Next question, what's your favorite color? So, you probably can't tell from my outfit, but I love pink, which you probably can tell from my channel though. Both my header and my intro and outro are very pink. And it has been my favorite color for years. So, but I really like this dark blue that Copper has on her as well. It's really pretty. What's the best job you ever had? So I have only ever had like 2 real jobs, and both have been on the same chain of grocery store, but I changed my job when I moved in with my now husband, and I like the first store a lot better. I would say that I went along with my coworkers and boss much better, and I just had a greater time with all the customers and the location and everything. Next question is, what's the worst job you ever had? Yeah, since I only ever have had 2 jobs, it has to be the later store that I worked in. Next question. What sport or sports do you play? Currently I don't play any sports. I do work out at like the gym or running, but I don't think that counts as a sport. But I did some sports when I was a kid. I did horseback riding, which was my favorite, and I also did. I played football. I'm trying to remember. And I don't really know what this is called in English. Wait, I need to look it up. Okay, so I did athletics, it says. Like track and field stuff, like running, you know, the jumping stuff with a stick and everything. I did that. And I think those were the sports that I did when I was little, actually. Next question. Would you rather live in the city or the country? Okay, so first of all, I would choose the country. I can get quite overwhelmed living in a city, especially if it's like literally in the city where all the stores and everything are. I grew up in like a more of a suburban house, and now I live in a smaller town in a house, but it's still like not in the middle of the center with all the stores and people, because that kind of stresses me out. But I do like visiting bigger cities, like for a weekend, maybe like going eating some nice food and shopping and stuff like that. But I always enjoy coming home. Yes. Okay. Next question is, what kind of music do you like? I'm a funk girly. I love it so much. So that's like mostly what I listen to, but I don't really listen to a lot of music. It's mostly when I work out. Because if I wouldn't be recording right now, I would probably have like a YouTube video or series or movie playing along to keep me entertained, and I know that a lot of people play music instead. So that's also a tip if you feel like leveling your horses is boring. Try to watch a movie or a YouTube video, or play music, or maybe a podcast to keep you entertained. Because I could... I don't know if I could like just sit here with nothing else but the game and just leveling all my horses. Because you should know, I have a lot of horses, but I only have 3 unleveled horses. And I like to keep it that way. So I do a lot of leveling in Star Stable, not gonna lie. Okay, next question is kinda on topic, because it's what movies do you like? And I'm kind of big on animated movies, like children's movies, I guess. I like to rewatch the ones I watched when I was little, and I also just love animated movies because they are usually very funny jokes in there, and especially jokes that you wouldn't really catch as a child, but they are very obvious as an adult, and I just find them funny. Yeah. Next question. What's your favorite vacation? I think like this question could be really broad, depending on what they mean with that. because if it's like my favorite vacation I have ever taken, or is it like my favorite type of vacation? Well, I can answer both. My favorite type of vacation is like going to a warmer country, laying on a beach or at the poolside and sunbathing and swimming around in a pool or sea. I love that. Especially since Sweden is kind of cold, and it's definitely starting to get cooler now with autumn coming. It's just really nice to go abroad and feel a little bit of warmth and sun. But my favorite vacation I have ever taken, it must have been the vacation I took this summer, because as I mentioned before, I have a husband and we actually got married this July, and we went on our honeymoon this July to the Dominican Republic, and it was truly amazing. We stayed 2 weeks, and it was my first time outside of Europe, and it was also my first time at an all-inclusive resort, and it was amazing. Like, it was so interesting to see like how the nature and trees and everything, and how everything just looked completely different. It was so amazing to see all the palm trees and the white beaches and turquoise water. Like, I have always dreamed of going to like a paradise-esque vacation destination, if you will. So yeah, it's definitely my favorite, and of course that vacation will always be very, very special to me, since it was my honeymoon. Let's see, okay, I think I need to finish this course before reading this question. Okay. What places have you lived in? I don't want to be too specific, but I was born in more of like eastern Sweden, and I lived there my whole life until I moved out of my parents' house and in with my boy. No, okay, we were a girlfriend and boyfriend back then, but now he's my husband, so. But when I moved out, I moved to more of west of Sweden, to be a little bit vague. So those are the only places I have ever lived in. I don't want to fail this. It's actually quite interesting to read the questions and playing at the same time. Okay. Okay, next question. Let's see. What countries have you visited? Okay, I think I need to like structure this so I don't forget any. So, obviously Sweden. I've also been to Norway and Denmark. I've been to Greece and Spain on like family vacations, and I've been to the Netherlands, and when I flew to the Netherlands we actually flew to Belgium, but I don't really know if I counted, but we did do a long bus ride through Belgium, so it's like I kind of been there but not like exploring it very much. And the same thing with, because for our honeymoon we had to do 2 flights, so one to Germany and then to the Dominican Republic. And we did left the airport, but we didn't really. We just wanted to have a look outside and like a little bit of fresh air. So I don't know if I'll count Germany actually. And yeah, of course I've been to the Dominican Republic, as I have mentioned. next question. Do you have any animals? Yes, I do have 2 bunnies, and I don't really know what their breeds are in English. I guess they are lop bunnies, but they are lionhead lop. Is that a breed? I don't really know bunny breeds in English. I'm sorry, but they have some teddy mixed in them. Their mother was a normal lop, and their dad was lion-headed lop with some teddy fur mixed in. What's your favorite ice cream flavor? I love chocolate chip mint ice cream, but it's very uncommon in Sweden, so when I find it I get so happy. It's quite common to find polka ice cream though. I don't know if that's... It's like candy cane with like a strong peppermint flavor, and I think that is really, really tasty. And we're actually on the last question now. And the last question is, what's your zodiac? I am a Gemini. I'm a June Gemini, if anyone cares. But yeah, those were the questions I had for today, and it was very fun to answer them all, and it was very fun to make a video that wasn't as like planned or scripted as my realistic roleplays, because those are obviously planned and filmed and narrated, and because I'm supposed to tell like a specific story, and these are more like get to know Uni starter and me, the player behind Uni. And Copper got to level 5, but he's really close to level 6. You know what? I want to do another competition. Just so we can finish finish strong. Okay, should we go to the Baroness? Yes. And we can do the jumping course. And I think I'm getting more used to these flowers, actually. They are kind of cute. But I don't know if they are like an everyday thing I want on my horse. But I don't know. I don't want to like just buy, change the name and throw away Starcross, even though it's only 19, but you know, it adds up. So I think I will keep it until I know that I'm like, no, I really want another main style. Oops. I'm sorry, Copper, it wasn't meant to knock out the pole. Yay! And level up. Yay! So I think I did a pretty decent round today. I hope you liked the video, and if you have any other questions, you could put them in the comment down below, or like message me on Instagram, or whatever you feel comfortable with doing, and I will try to answer them as best as I can. And I hope I will see you in the next video, but until then, bye!